What is the best piece of advice you've received up to this point? How do you guys balance being a college student and a business owner? How much would you say your business has made in the past 12 months?
Just under 20 million. We're at 18.6 right now in the last 3 years.
Wow, look at you guys. Good old money. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it. And once you get to college, literally nobody has it. I mean, we live in the era of teenagers making thousands a week, people getting rich overnight, and college dropout rates being higher than ever. But despite seeing hundreds of kids go out and chase their dreams, there's still millions of college students like you and I sitting in the classroom conflicted on what to do and just simply wondering, why can't that be me? But what if I told you you could do both? Now, even though the channel hasn't been making life-changing money in the past few months, it's given me the opportunity to meet a bunch of people that do. So I've spent the past few weeks traveling the country to meet the most successful college students I know, bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars while still going to class and doing the same shit every other college student does. And instead of trying to bombard you with constant effects and retention-holding tricks to try and keep you engaged, I want to share the advice that changed my life in the most genuine way possible so that you can absorb it and become just like them. So if you're ready to make that leap, let's do it. So first question, starting off easy here. What is your name and what do you do for a business?
Yeah, dude, so my name is Matthew Arnold.
MACIE Mayoko.
HUGO Davies. My name is Hayden Toller.
MADYSEN Howard.
Rose McGowan.
I'm Cam. I do Amazon arbitrage and wholesale through their FBA program and then do some real estate stuff on the side as well.
I'm the CEO and founder of Growth and Progress Realty.
I run a Pokemon business.
And Pokemon, okay.
I own St. Louis Diamond Company, which is custom engagement ring business, basically.
MC is a two-sided marketplace that connects Greek life event planners with vendors.
I provide a personal development and professional development experience for college kids, specifically in the IFC, the Interfraternity Council.
Awesome, awesome. Very well said. Business guy, naturally. I love it.
Try my best.
And if I'm not mistaken, you guys did pitch to Shark Tank.
Yes, we
We
did.
did. We just had the opportunity presented to us, and we were like, of course we would love to.
It was weird. It was like 1 second we're practicing pitching in our classrooms to our professors, and then the next we're literally on stage with Barbara Corcoran and Robert Herjavec. It was like so surreal. It was a very like weird experience, but
Wow, that is amazing. Definitely not something every college student can say. And if you were to give a ballpark range, how much would you say your business has made in the past 12 months?
Like bottom line or total?
Total.
That's a great question.
Total gross would be 182.
182?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Probably in sales, I've done around like 80,000.
50 to 100 grand.
we definitely can probably say we have not broken even yet. It's kind of hard to put like a solid number on it because we spent so much time on the research and then building the platform out and just making sure it all looks right.
In revenue, so just under 20 million. We're at 18.6 right now in the last 3 years, with $4 million in commissions paid out to my guys.
High six figures revenue in the last 12 months. Last month on Amazon was 84,000 in revenue.
Oh, okay, okay. Awesome.
I like putting money back into people's pockets. I think that's American.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Doing it the American way. I love it. And if you didn't already know, Hayden has sold to some pretty big celebrities out there.
Flashback to the previous video.
Yeah, cut back to the previous video right here. Boom.
I can't say the name, but Trey Hendrickson.
How much would you attribute your college education to that success? 0.
People skills, maybe 10%. Aside from that, 0.
Not a ton like the classes that I've been in, but I would say the network I've created, like the people I've met here.
Some of the classes have helped me with like brand recognition and like building a website, but I've kind of learned that on my own.
Yeah.
Trial and error. It's great, love FSU, but like.
So why do you continue to pursue the degree you're in?
I want to explore every corner of life.
I like that.
I would owe it all to the college experience because Madison and I and Ashton were all in the Jim Moran College of Entrepreneurship here at Florida State.
Jim Moran specifically, the program that I'm in, definitely has helped with just like small like skill sets and like kind of like pushing me to like start this. MC would not exist without FSU, without College of Entrepreneurship or anything.
A lot of people die before they actually die. You know, I don't want to be the 30-year-old that dies and then gets buried when he's 80. I want to live from 30 to 80, 22 to 80, which is where I'm at now.
Wow, that's amazing. Living life to the fullest.
Got to.
And obviously you're doing a bunch of different things. How do you guys balance being a college student and a business owner?
Google Calendar.
Planning is massive, but also making sure to enjoy the little things like the step-by-step moments so you don't get overwhelmed by the long term.
It's hard because the first 2 years of college, I was way heavy into the business than I was school, and I kind of saw like grades going down, but like money was up. Senior year, I really figured out that like we're really leaving, like damn, you know, so.
I would also say Madison and I have always been very involved people throughout our entire lives. We've kind of learned to develop the time management over the years too. And I think another thing that we've learned from MC is kind of like learning how to delegate.
Definitely delegating time.
Just really delegating things and actually having a good organization, a good schedule, being able to block out time.
I've optimized my schedule accordingly, and I think that's like probably the key thing. Time management, using rate my professor to make sure I'm getting the right professor while still learning everything that I think is necessary. And yeah, just like really prioritizing your calendar.
Well, that brings us perfectly into the next question. If you were to name a couple habits that kind of set you apart from different college kids, what would those be?
Honestly, planning out as much as we can ahead of time.
I think working ahead, I've learned with my business structure, if I get an order, I'm printing that label probably in the next hour and shipping it out that day.
Definitely like scheduling that time, setting it aside. If we're gonna do something, it needs to be in our schedule.
It's a lot of work to like get your schoolwork done and then decide to, I'm sure like you kind of know the same thing, to get this done on top of that when you want to just like go have fun. But I think that's what sets you apart, is really like being determined and passionate about it.
It's like the simple things that people, like everybody knows they struggle with, but being able to like overcome that.
Discernment between like distraction and happiness. There's like a lot of people going to certain types of parties isn't actually accretive to like what you want in the long run. I got over that. I was fortunate enough to get over that when I was in high school.
Time management and decision making are probably the two most important skills I have, and they kind of go hand in hand, like knowing when to decide what to do and then knowing how to actually pursue that.
No screenagers out here.
No, of course not. No screenagers.
So a few things right here. Check me out. Little value add for our audience today. Go buy this book. It's recommended by Steve Harvey, The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. Get it on thrift books, pennies on the dollar. The next thing is journaling. Make sure that you reflect. If you're unaware of what's going on and where you want to go, you're a ship with no destination. So figure out your destination, what matters most to you at this time, and then set a map on how to go do that and execute. That's it.
So a lot of journaling, a lot of reading.
A lot of soaking up rays, making sure, oh yeah, doing the fun stuff too.
What is the best piece of advice you've received up to this point that has helped you be as successful as you are?
Somebody told me that I couldn't one time.
And that's all it took?
Yep.
Wow, easy as that. Yep. I love that.
Don't let your ego get in the way of your success. I've seen a lot of people boost their egos a ton and they end up being behind where they otherwise would have been. So don't end up being that guy. Don't have a big ego because no one cares.
I'm gonna say just do it. Even if it's hard, complicated, it's just go out and do it. Take the first step.
Honestly, fake it till you make it. Someone once told me that when I was like super stressed out. I was like, oh, no one's gonna trust me. Like I'm literally 21. Like it is so true to like have confidence until, you know, you feel confident in yourself actually.
Fake it till you make it. That is a new one. I gotta use that myself.
It sounds bad, but like that is literally something that's carried me through these past 2 years. So
I would say stay rooted. When I started the first year, I kind of was fading, and my girlfriend at the time, fiance now, pushed me right back into it. She was like, this is what you want, this is your dream, like you've wanted this since a kid, like make this your job. And then I was like, you know what, we'll just double down and go harder. And we went harder.
And there we go. And now we're here today.
We're here.
And I have one final question for you here. It's kind of like a little controversial.
Ooh, okay, you're asking the right guy. Let's hear it.
All right. To be successful in 2024 as a young person, do you think that college is still worth going to?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
This might be a controversial answer, but I don't think it's necessary, no.
I don't think it is necessary.
I don't think it's necessary to start your own business, but I think that it definitely helps.
You don't have to go. Some of my best mentors, some people that are worth the most net worth wise, dropped out of school. Take that with what you will with a grain of salt, but I mean, you don't need college to be successful. It's really a belief thing at the end of the day.
No, I think as long as you have the drive, determination, and kind of like that passion for something, everything will work out. It doesn't necessarily need to be in a college environment.
I mean, the answer is no, because there's like obviously fringe cases, but a lot of the flashy stuff on TikTok is like, oh, let's get rich quick, do this and that. There are like a variety of career paths that you can do out of undergrad that you otherwise wouldn't without a degree.
I think you can kind of do whatever you want with whatever background you have. However, going and getting a traditional four-year degree, I think does help.
So I think for most people, once you reach like a certain IQ and like are below a certain level of like hyper ambition, it makes sense to go to undergrad, which is probably gonna be different from what other people are saying in the video. But like,
I would say 3 years ago, me would say no, screw college, you can do it on your own. Today, I would say you need college. You meet so many people, you get so much advice from mentors, classes, assignments. It really structures you.
I think that college, even just classes aside, has been such a transformative experience for me. I don't think it's necessary. I think for me it was necessary and it was just the best experience. But
You know, I started this in college, and although like I would never take it back, I would always do it again. I think you can kind of make it for yourself these days, especially being an entrepreneur, and I've definitely seen it firsthand too. So yeah.
Look at that. Coming from a business owner herself.
Oh, dude, I would not trade this experience for anything in the world. I got to meet you, which was amazing. It has been amazing. Our friendship has been awesome. I've got to meet so many different people, have so many different experiences, give back to other people, and provide value and create life-lasting memories. You know, a life well lived, every corner. Remember that.
Hidden every corner of life.
Every corner. All 4, maybe 5, I don't know.
I have your permission to be an agent.